Well, this is turning into quite a dogfight in the Pacific Division. Everybody's over 500, and it's almost like things are changing daily with the way teams are playing and picking up points. How do you guys evaluate this play right now, and frankly, this division right now?
Well, there's a lot of parity with the teams. Most teams right now are pretty strong. Tucson's obviously been probably the most consistent of the teams in our division, but every team's over 500. Some teams are winning 3, losing 3, winning 4, losing 4. But right now, you just have to prepare for every game, and one game at a time. It's a sprint to the finish now for the playoffs, and so every divisional game is huge, and you have to be ready to play, especially when you play a team in a 2-set. Stockton's right behind us. We went in their building a couple weeks ago. We got the first one. We lost the second one. So, again, tonight's going to be huge, and they're huge 4-point games.
And you mentioned the 2-game set against Stockton this week, and it's kind of been a weird season series. You've been shut out twice by this team, but you've also put up 7 goals on this team. So how do you approach this game tonight, and frankly, what do you see out of this Heat club?
Well, the 2 games that we were shut out, we probably could have scored 3 or 4 goals per game, but their goaltenders were outstanding. I think it's Riverick and Gillis. Gillis was outstanding last game against us, and we missed 2 or 3 empty nets. I think we hit 5 posts. So tonight for us, we just got to, last game they did a great job in the neutral zone in the first period. I think we ended up with only 3 shots. They clogged it up. They retrieved pucks well. We didn't get any second chances or any ozone. I thought we did better in the second and third. So tonight we have to start on time. 7:30 game. We have to be ready to play and put pressure on their D, put pressure in the ozone, and try and generate some of that energy and that confidence in that offensive play.
You get some reinforcements coming on from Dallas. Hetherington, Dickinson, Honka, all going to be down here. How do you juggle your lineups, those guys dealing with some short rest, and how do you manage the bodies tonight?
Yeah, we got 3 guys coming down through the NHL All-Star break, so we're going to get a little help through the 2 games here, and then they'll most likely go back up on Sunday. But for us, we just got to, Dickie's been here, he just went up, and Heater's been a part of our group, and Hawks we haven't seen for a while. So we'll manage through the weekend here. It's good to get some guys from the NHL, but they've got to come down with the right mindset, ready to play, and be a part of our group and help us the right way. So we'll look out for that as we go along in the game.
All-Star break for the AHL level is coming up next week, basically the halfway point of this season. How do you evaluate your team so far?
You know what? We're a team that competes every night, has a lot of will, never says die. You look at the overtime situations, late game, tying it up. Good group of guys that play for each other, and you've seen that in some of the results. We're finding our way here. Our goaltenders are growing. Some of our young players are growing. A couple of our young kids hit the wall. They're starting to come back a little bit. Sheldon Dries will check back in the lineup tonight. So we're starting to get back to full health. But, every night's a grind. And you're going to have call-ups, you're going to have injuries, and you just have to manage those situations and give it your best every night. And the second half of the season, the game really tightens up. I think our group's done a really good job of understanding we have to be comfortable playing in a 1-0 game or a 2-1 game or a 3-2 game. We're not going to score 5 or 6 goals every night. And I think the leaders are doing a great job of selling the message.